Andy and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there, humble public servant.
Yes.
Dave.
Yeah.
And let me start off the show today with a little something.
Go ahead. Oh, you finally saw that intro?
How masculine could you get in a little promo?
Suds on me, blowing them
Sparkles.
off my hand. Jazz hands. Oh.
I'm sitting there in the tub last night and I'm watching this and I'm like, oh my God, did he just blow snowflakes at me?
Yes, I blew. Actually, those were suds. Those were suds. You were enjoying, I'm assuming, a bubble bath, and I was.
Well, yeah, I was getting cleaned up there for the night. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Watching a little AFV. Special night last night, 2-hour night last night.
Yeah.
Really awesome television. It was great.
Man,
really
I was.
that.
You know what I loved about this weekend?
Tell me.
Spent a little bit of time with Max, but it was mostly pajamas and football Saturday and Sunday.
Really?
Nonstop. And throw in a little hoops too, and that was pretty much it. No, didn't drink it all this week. Well, Friday I had. Well, I hung out on Friday and had a few, and so that left me hurting a little on Saturday. But I was after that it was just clean living, watching football, and it was great. Pajama
One of my favorite things you do. It's like you'll start off and go, I didn't drink it all this weekend. Well, except Friday, and then I
I don't count Friday as the weekend. The weekend.
Oh, okay. What did we do this weekend? We went down to the Stable Inn in Grand Haven for dinner on Friday night. Wonderful.
Oh, nice.
Great place to have a dinner. And then Saturday, I don't remember. Sunday I don't remember.
Jesus, are you sure you're not drinking again?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not drinking again.
I don't remember.
Actually, you know what kind of pissed me off last night? I bought a new I bought a thermostat a while ago.
Yes.
And I hooked it up, and it doesn't seem to be working quite right because sometimes I can hear our air conditioner click.
Yeah.
It's like, you shouldn't be doing that right now because it's not air conditioner season.
So. Right.
So I went and bought a little bit better thermostat, and I hooked it up yesterday. Well, me and home repair DIY projects ain't so good. We've got an established pattern of Andy not being the most successful at DIY stuff. So I get this thing all hooked up. I check the wiring, put the yellow wire here, put the red wire there, blah, 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 blah. Get it all hooked up. Get it, oh, it's all done. It's there. It's flush mounted to the wall. Hey, look at me. Woo. I hook the thing up, get the batteries all put in it and everything, and the unit itself doesn't work.
Oh, that sucks.
Could there be anything more in this earth to make me feel defeated as a person? I mean, it's all hooked up right. I'm standing there with tears streaming down my face.
You were crying over this?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, really?
But seriously, I just want to punch a hole through the wall. I hate doing things like that around the house. Hate it.
That's why we have other people who are more inclined.
Granted, yes,
I don't have a problem at all with not being handy. Here's the good thing about not being handy. If you're not handy, people don't ask you to do things.
Right.
It's very, very, if you want to live kind of like an uncluttered, kind of relaxed life where you don't have a lot of, things put on you. Like, I can't remember the last time anybody asked me to help them move because they know I'm past that stage in my life.
Right.
Plus, I will come up with an excuse to not help you.
Absolutely.
I've got.
I'm going to go help my parents move again.
That's one of the best things about having a kid is
actually
it's an out on pretty much anything you don't want to do.
Right. Cindy and I were talking about moving over the weekend because a couple of our neighbors moved, and I looked at Cindy. I said, "Do you think I'm going to move us?"
You're not moving.
We're hiring somebody.
No, you'd have to hire people.
But, like with the thermostat, right? You'd think that this is something that the average guy could do.
No,
because all you got to do is insert some wires where they tell you to put the wires.
There's wires involved. See, right in there, that requires an electrician because there are wires involved.
Here's the thing, though. So you're not handy around the house. It's hooking up a few wires and installing a couple batteries and then getting the thing up and running. Some other guy, he's going to come on and say, it's going to be $100.
Well, this is
guess what? I ain't got $100 right now.
Well, you've got smart family members or smart friends who can help you, who are more inclined and who enjoy doing that. Because I understand, I don't have this in me as a man, but there are men who enjoy doing things like that, where it's their thing. It's like guys who like to putz around with cars. It's not my thing, but I get it. It's a testosterone, kind of thing where you feel it makes you feel like more of a man, and that's cool. I get that, but it's not my thing. So it's good that we have these other people. And that way I don't have to do it.
Okay, well.
And that way
I'm on my way back to Menards to return the non-working thermostat today at some point. Can't wait.
So you're sure it was nothing you did? It was
I mean, I tried 2 different sets of batteries in the thing and it won't power up.
Okay.
All
right.
There you have it. Why don't you start with some news, and I'm going to sit here and realize that I can't fix anything around the house. Installing a roll of toilet paper is as far as I get.
All right, you go ahead and be sad about that, and I will rock some news. Former VP Joe Biden leaning toward a 2020 presidential run. This would be the 76-year-old's third attempt at attaining the nation's highest office. Those close to the former vice president have argued he would be the strongest Democratic candidate to defeat Donald Trump. I don't think there's any question about that he'd be the strongest. I mean, he'd get you the votes that you lost with Hillary Clinton. That you would definitely lose with some of these other people who are much further to the left than Joe Biden. And Joe can play the game. I mean, he's smart. He's kind of a little crazy, which is what you need to do to go against Donald Trump, who is, I mean, it's crazy against crazy, and it's 2 old guys, and I love that. I think that would be great. And he's smart. I mean, you got who else are you going to go with? It's the only way. I mean, Trump's the favorite because he's the incumbent. But if you're a Democrat, the smart move would be to run Joe Biden.
You know what I thought the other day?
What?
I saw, and in all honesty, it came out. The first thing I saw was somebody running for a city council seat in Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. And here's their picture on Facebook with their campaign signs and up and everything. The first thing I thought was, my God in heaven, it ain't been 8 weeks since the last ones were put away. Could you please just give us a break?
It's everybody is running all the time. And I think what's happening is that we're getting beaten over the head with election cycles, even when we're not in an election cycle, that we're kind of drawn to it. At least I know I am. And and I don't know why. It doesn't make sense because this is, year and a half down it seems like Trump just got elected and we're 2 years in now. We're halfway through the first term. So I think there's just so much energy into politics right now that, yeah, exactly. That's where the bread is buttered. And that's the only reason people are still watching anything televised regarding news, because you get everything else on your phone. It's insane. Seriously, unless you're local news dealing with local stories on the national scene, they've got nothing else. There's nothing else. It's just all politics and outrage. That's it. That's crazy. That's all you're giving us. A major upset at the Golden Globes last night. A Star is Born starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga was supposed to run away with the Best Drama prize. Instead, that honor went to the Freddie Mercury biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek, or is it Rami? Is it Rami or Rami? I thought it was Rami. Are you correcting me? Do you know how to pronounce it if it's not Rami?
I do know how to pronounce it.
What is it?
Biopic.
Oh, shut up. That's what I said, biopic.
You said biopic.
Biopic? Did I say biopic? It's a biopic. It's a biopic?
You said biopic.
I said biopic?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dumb. But it is Rami Malek, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy who played Freddie Mercury. Anyway, he won for Best Actor in a Drama. Now, I haven't seen this. Did you see this? I forgot.
No, I'm not.
Okay, now, the people I've talked to who saw it, like my sister saw it, said it was great.
Yep.
The criticism, to me, this is what's funny about this movie. The criticism seems to be, although it's not spoken this way, seems to be that it's not gay enough.
Really?
That it doesn't touch on the fact that he was gay, and it doesn't talk about his, it kind of ends with that. and it touches on it a little bit, I guess, at some
point.
But
here's the thing.
Like I said, I didn't see the movie.
But
it
wasn't
weird.
A major part of Freddie Mercury's life.
Exactly.
I mean, it was.
He didn't make it a major
but
part.
outwardly, it was. Everybody was still in the closet back then, and you didn't dare talk about it.
Exactly. So
why would that be? I guess I don't get why that would have to be a big part of the biopic.
Well, I think well, the critics kind of probably, because critics are highbrow and they want to believe that what they do for a living is meaningful, aside from just watching movies and eating popcorn and talking shit about movies they don't like.
Yeah.
Is they wanted this to be more meaningful. They didn't want it to just to be about the show. They wanted it to be about some cause, and that's not what it was. But it was what a movie really is supposed to be. I think is an enjoyable diversion from your crappy, horrible existence. So, what's wrong with a movie being that? And good for. And good for the filmmakers, and good for Rami Malek, assuming I'm pronouncing his name right.
And good for biopics everywhere.
And good for biopics, whatever. I think it can be pronounced either way. We'll have to agree to disagree on this. Anyway, Lumberjacks split a pair in Iowa over the weekend. Muskegon fell at Cedar Rapids 4-1 on Friday night. Jacks took game 2 in a shootout on Saturday, 4-3. Of course, I will be out there at the L.C. Walker Arena next Sunday afternoon.
Ooh, wow!
Along with we'll have the whole morning crew is going to be out there. I believe Aaron's going to be out there too. James Stark should be out there. I think Angela Cunningham's going to be out there. Camdy Rudd will be out there. So, I think we're doing something at intermission. I'm not really sure.
Run you through the spanking machine.
I don't know. I mean, you control all that stuff. I'm just like
I said, the, spanking
dancing
machine,
clown, dancing monkey,
right there on the ice.
Whatever it is,
all right.
Whatever it is, I'll be game. No worries. All right. Sports. Bears lost in the NFL playoffs. Soul-crushing 16-15 defeat. 43-yard field goal. Hits the left upright again. So they're done. Chargers beat Baltimore 23-17 in the AFC wildcard game. Michigan and Michigan State had big wins in men's college hoops. Sparty took down number 14 Ohio State on the road Saturday, 86-77. Meanwhile, Michigan still undefeated. They knocked off 21st ranked IU at home, 74-63.
Have yourself a great Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.
Later.